So, hi guys, welcome to the channel today. It is the 30th of December. There's a cash match on this morning, so I thought I'd come north, get out the way of everybody, and there's quite a few up here. Well, I was expecting it to be mainly down my neck of the woods. I'm not in the competition today, I literally come up here to get away from people. I had planned on fishing football hole, however I've just walked over there and there's a heavy northerly swell coming in, making that pretty dangerous, so I'm not going to chance that. I've never really tried here, so I'm literally on the right hand side of Newton Point. There's a lad, maybe 100 yards to me right, I'm not sure if he's in a comp or not. Just make the best of it with what we can. I'll get set up, I'm waiting for my bait to defrost, but it's pretty cold this morning. We'll see what happens anyway, we'll get a bait in the water, and to be fair, it looks, I was expecting it to be flat and it isn't, so we might have a chance, Right, so my rig today is the same as what I always use, never use anything else. Just a simple paternoster with them breakaway adjustable crimps. I can move them anywhere I want, slide it closer to the sinker, the sea's heavy, slide it further away, use a longer snood if I need to. What's that, a 2-foot snoodish on a pennel rig, a couple of sea glows, same hook bait, actually the same rig as I used the other day at Snap Point. I literally just chucked it in a box. So I can't remember the name of these hooks, but these are sea glow hooks. Might be heavy here for pennel, but we'll try it anyway. Right, like I say, I'm not in a competition today, so I'm all set up. I've got one ready to cast out. On this one I have a peeler crab, cartwing, mussel, and some blow lug. So let's get a bait out there. See what happens. It keeps getting a little bit fairly heavy in front of us actually. 6-ounce plain lead on a rotten bottom. 60-pound snood, 60-pound rig body, 50-pound rotten bottom. Don't laugh at me casting. Hope my mic doesn't fall off. Well, that was terrible. That didn't go very far at all. That's barely past the swell. Anyway, I'll get this quite high up, I think. With that bit of swell, keep kicking up every now and again. And I'll not pull that too tight. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Newton Bay. Or this is Newton Point to be more precise. So over there, we'll have a mark jutting out to sea there, big skier. That's called the Emble Stones. Beyond that, there's another rock mark called the Jenny Bells. I'm not exactly sure the name of these rocks down here, but it's normally quite a productive area. I tend to head over there because I'm determined to crack that over there. I've fished that many times and I've only gotten the odd fish. Did lose a good one there one winter in the kelp. So there is fish there, but like I say, I only ever get the odd one. I've never bagged up there, but where I had hoped to try a skier that's sitting a little bit nearer the beach. However, there's no chance with that swell hitting it. So there's a few anglers here, like I say, I was expecting it to be quiet, which is why I headed up here. I'm probably going to have a bit more distance in my cast if I'm going to get a fish here the day. Like I say, it actually doesn't look too bad, apart from the odd swell kicking up. Nice colour in the water. There's been a big sea on the other night and some good bags of fish were weighed in one of the competitions. It's a bit dull today. I'm hoping that sun lifts up a little bit. Like I say, it is pretty cold. And it is rain forecast. 1 o'clock, it keeps getting pushed further and further back. Yesterday when I first looked, it was forecast heavy rain all day. Now it's back to like moderate to light rain from 1 o'clock onwards. By that time I'll probably be done here anyway. The wind's forecast to pick up as well, so hopefully I mean, at the minute it's fine. There's a little slight onshore breeze into my face, but it's not bad. Well, there's a bite straight away. Just look up there. Up, yep, there's something there. Just oh, there's a one on. Yeah, something gone. Doesn't feel very big. Is that another rockland? What have we got here? Coolly. I've not had one of them in a long time. Oh well, not what we're here for. But how on earth is that through there? Ow, 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 that's my finger. A little tiny coalie. Not what we're after, but what's happening in 10 minutes? Bite. Promising. That's all I get today. Better than nothing. So that's how that rig works. Not sure if you can see that or not, but it's exactly the same as a pulley rig, just I think you've got a bit more control. When you get a fish, the adjustable crimps slide down to your sinker, keeps the sinker between you and your bait, or you and your fish I should say, and helps them get it back. See if we can get a little tiny bit more distance. I think I see I'm not exactly Danny Moscops. Obviously the coalies love mussel, so the coalies love mussel, so I might not stop putting it on if I'm just going to get plagued with little coalies. But at the end of the day, we're here to fish. I know I prefer cod, but as long as the rod tip's rattling, I'm not really fussed. So back towards Newton Bay, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it from here with this camera, but it's Dunstanburgh Castle in the distance there. Amazing stretch of coastline up here, I love the place. A couple of lads over there. No, I could be wrong here, but I think that's called Millers in the distance where the two anglers are. I'm not sure if you can see them or not. And then I've got a lad in the middle between me and them. And there was a couple of lads on Snook Point I noticed. It's just, I don't know if you can see them waves breaking on that skier over there. It's quite hairy on that side. Hopefully where we are here we can intercept any fish coming around the skier there and swimming into this bay. That's the idea. Or swimming out of it for that matter. I just had a cork and bite and the camera wasn't on, and in the time it took us to get the bloody camera on, I've got a chance to have missed it. No way. Now this looks like a half decent fish. Trying to keep it moving. This isn't a coalie. Got it. Typical. Not in a competition. What's that? 3.5, 4. Another one with a mark on it. Very similar to the ones we've seen. Wow. There's another fish. There's a fish in its throat. I don't think you'd be able to see that, like a little blenny. Right, that's perfectly hooked. Oh, it's trying to spit that other fish at us. Right, that is perfectly hooked. Don't fancy getting stung off whatever that is in there. Come on, son, because that's back and you can get yourself away. 2 seconds. Well, I hope you got that fight. Not sure what that is. Good 3.5. I don't think it's 4. Good 3.5 pound. Let's get it back. Well, what that wave hasn't just washed it back up on the rocks. I'll just give it a second to see. Make sure it's away. Well, 2 casts. 2 fish. I'm out of breath with that one. I'll show you what I coughed up. It's dead, like, but you see that? What's that? Little tiny blenny type dragonet, scorpion, something like that. That was in its throat looking back at us. Right, get another bait in. Right. So, whatever happens now, it's been worth it. Yeah, that fish is nowhere to be seen. Definitely went back. So, I haven't been very far out there. I think both times probably 50, 60 yards max. I've never once so far. This is my 3rd cast, and I haven't actually been able to bait my second trace up. Every time I went to do it, I get a bait. Unfortunately, I didn't have the camera running. I'd had it running. I thought I was going to knock there. I had it running the whole time, and I thought, oh, I'll just knock it off until I bait it up and come back. And then obviously I just looked up. I got a cracking bait. Just looked up, and the rod was arched in the stand, and then for some reason I pressed the camera and it has an auto record function, so as soon as you press a button it'll start recording. However, it wasn't recording, and then I tried to press record, ended up turning the camera off, and by the time I got it back on, I'm holding the rod like that and the fish is nodding away. I'm very lucky I didn't lose that. I would estimate that it's 3.5, possibly nudging towards 4. And not give up the canny fight, so I'm not sure what it would be like getting a 10 pounder here. That's what happened before. There's a bit of swell comes in and your line's obviously nodding with the swell, and that's what happened. And I was looking thinking, oh, that's not a bite, and then all of a sudden it arched, literally bent in the stand. It was like that. And this cold weather plays havoc on your camera batteries and whatnot. It's only my 3rd cast, been in 2 or 3 minutes, and my battery's at 37%. I do bring a power bank to keep things charged, so but they don't last half as long in the cold weather as they do in the warm weather. I didn't bring the drone today. I probably could have, to be honest. It's not that windy yet. definitely picking up a little bit of breeze. So quite a few of the fish I've had lately have all had these little marks on them. I don't know what they are. One was the one I got across there was a big gouge, and I thought I had done that myself, pulling it in through the rocks. But when I look back through the footage later on, it was like the edges of the hole were very black and darkened, so it obviously wasn't a belay at a while. And then I got one a while back, there was another little hole, almost like a cormorant stab or a heron stab, but it's unlikely a heron would get it. Well, it certainly wasn't first cast curse anyway. That second one was a much better one. Like I say, most of the time I come up here, and that is anglers dotted all along here, so it is obviously known as a productive part. It's just not, I very rarely fish this side. Someone's having a little nibble there. Got quite a big bait on here. I put one of them big coral stick things on. On this one, coral stick, wing, and a handful of lugworm. It's not the best bait. It's not like that cod bait before. More positive there, but I'm waiting for it. Oh, that was a little bit better. I'm waiting for a pull down. But like I say, I've got a big bait. Give it time to. Why is my stuff not laying? Oh, my reel's not tight. That's why. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, the reel's gonna fall off. I don't know why my wheel was pointing the other way. I'm not convinced that was a cod leg, it was a little bit more. Not sure what it was quite a slow bite. I mean, this isn't bad, is it? I've had 2 fish and 2 casts. You know, I've had a bite on the third one. Feel a kelp on my line there. I'm not sure what it was, but it doesn't appear to have hooked itself. At this point, a lot of people are going, oh, well, I've had a bite. I must have a fish on, or I must have no bait left. If you've had a bite, leave it. Go and bait another trace up. Give it a few minutes to come back. I'm going to put that back in the stand. Check how long that's been in. Yeah, I could pull that in now. I don't think there's a fish on, and I could pull that in now. But what's the point? I've got a bait in the water. I'll leave it there while I bait another one up. Give myself a better chance. Right, this has been in 15 minutes. This is my third cast. I'm just going to leave the camera running there in case I get a bite. And I'll go and bait up another trace. This rig I have on at the moment actually is a spider, so I mean I'll get that one back and I'll rebait the one I've had both the fish on. 3 peeler crab left in my name. I found them in the bottom of the freezer. Didn't know I had them. Well, I had 5, I've used 2. Right, baited up the second one, ready to go and pull this in the second. So it's just a carp, lug and squid on a pennel. Get that one ready. That one's hooked on there, ready to go. Think that's clipped into the rotten bottom. Bring that in, unclip it, second one on, cast it out. 21 minutes and the stomach having a little nibble at that. Got a bit of slack line, like I might have a small rockland or something sitting on here. Just a couple of little rattles there. It wasn't not to write home about. Let's see, you can tell a cod bite a mile off normally. This one's been in over 20 minutes and it's now had a couple of bites on it, so I'll try and get this one in, get a fresh one out. Oh, we've got one sitting on, haven't we? Well, I've seen a couple of bites on this cast. I just didn't think it was a very big fish. It's not massive, but it's another codling. See, I'll sort this out in a second and show you. There's a nice deep pool there, I'll put that into there. That was that one. A little more than a pound, nothing special. Lying on, I seen a couple of small bites, thought it was something smaller. Like a coolie or a rockland perhaps. I'm trying to revive this in a rock pool rather than chuck it back. So I'll keep it in this deep rock pool here, and if it's fine, I'll keep it in that deep rock pool there. Yeah, it's swimming about. Once that's, I'll put it back once it gets a bit stronger. Anyway, a good start. 3 casts, 3 fish, can't argue with that. That's fine, it's recovered in the rock pool, it's kicking in. I'm getting that put back. Yeah, that's fine. If I'd put that straight back in the sea there without letting it recover first in that pool, it would have just went belly up. Put it in that little deep pool there and let it wait until it was strong and let it go. Just had another cork and bait. I've just turned the camera off to try and save the batteries because the cold is killing it. It's still there, it's got to come back. That was a cork and bait. I'm surprised it hasn't hooked itself because it was arched over on the stand again. I'm trying to get the goddamn camera running. I may have just missed this unless it comes back. Nope, hasn't come back. That second bait, it wasn't a bait I felt like I'd lift into. What I'll do again, I'll put that back. Could be lying on, but not sure, so I'll just leave it running. I can't believe it didn't hook itself if it didn't leak. Right, I'm not sure if that went again. I thought I seen it gone again when I was baiting up there. Lug, squid, carp, peeler crab. I thought I seen it go again when I was baiting up there, but it may well have just been a swell. If it was a bite, it wasn't a great bite. But like that last one wasn't, and to be fair, snood I might need to lengthen that snood. It's quite short there now. Sort it out next cast. It could be lying on like the last one, but I'm not sure. Anyway, the fact that I think I've had a couple of bites on this one, I might investigate it. Right, so I've got the other battery charging. The cold is absolutely killing the batteries. I'm only on, this is my 4th cast, and I've already gone through 1 battery. And the actual battery of the camera, so let's just see. Yeah, I can feel kelp on the line there. Good thing with braid. Could be a fish lying on, but I don't think there is. Right, that's been in nearly 24 minutes. I'll just. Oh. First snag of the day. Instead of pulling on like a lunatic, I just like to apply steady pressure. Some come away there. Ooh, another snag. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I found the snags. And that one was clear lead. Straightened the hook and lost the sinker. See, oh, I've just found a sinker, look at that. See, that's the beauty of having 2 rigs ready. If I didn't have this second rig ready, I'd have to go and put a new sinker on, a new hook. Now I can get a bait out that's fishing while I sort that rig out in a minute. Right, let's get this back out. It's hard to get somewhere to. Obviously, as the tide starts dropping, there's not as much water covering the kelp, so I'm probably finding I'm getting a bit more tangles. Oh. I need something a bit more substantial than that. Go on. That looks like a coaly bait to me. Well, it certainly hasn't been boring. But a bait, if not a fish, every cast I've had so far. The cod are confident eaters, I'll just pick that up and swallow it, turn away and generally hook themselves with them circle hooks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a coaly. We'll leave it. Pretty much dead on slack water now. I've just been faffing around with the camera. Something's had a little go at the bait there. Just as that lad on my right got a bait, I've just had another bait there. Is it going to come back? It was quite a purposeful bait actually. In fact, I'm going to leave that and bait another one quickly up because I haven't actually baited one. Right, that one's been in a good 25 minutes. Got one ready to go. This one is a squid carp, not wing, the coral, and a big lug cocktail. I'm not sure. Hit a patch of clean stuff there, just that come up, no problem. And then I hit a ledge. And that bait's pretty well stripped there, like, so maybe a lobster or something having a go at that. In the stand. Time I set. This bloody hat keeps riding up and uncovering me ears. I must just have a massive napper. Gone a bit quiet now, but it's going to start flooding any minute. Can't complain about what I've had so far, like, so I don't know if this fish is better on the drop or fish is better on the flood. Not sure, but we'll find out. It's definitely gone a bit quiet, like. Tide's definitely starting to pull now, or push. It's coming in. I think it's like a 1.45 metre low of the day. So I think I've just felt the rain that's forecast. I think I've just felt a couple of spots. I have. Well, again, I've stood here for 5 or 10 minutes and that rod tip's never moved. The second I go over there to bait up another trace, I get a bite. Again, it's gone. Oh, it may have been that wave. Now a little bit more tippy tappy now than a. Stomach's having a better go there. Is it going to pick it up and swim off? Not huge baits I've got on. So I would expect a codlin to just pick that up and swallow it. But that's the first meaningful bite I've had in the past, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour. So it's raining properly now, and it's not at all pleasant. It's been totally dead really since the flood. I've had the odd little half-hearted bite. I might give it one, possibly two more casts, and then I'll probably go home. Yeah, all the action was on the ebb. Wind's definitely picking up now, and that wind's coming straight at me face, so it definitely turned southerly. Ah! Raindrop straight in the eyeball. I'm going to cover the camera before it gets ruined. Well guys, I normally film my outro down on the rocks, however, true to the forecast, that southerly wind picked up shortly after low tide. We didn't get any more fish at all. All the fish come on the ebb, didn't get nothing, the odd little nibble on the flood, but no to get excited about. But yeah, as the forecast said, it went strong southerly, which quite whipped that water up in front of us, and it didn't quite look as appealing as it did when I first got down there. Needless to say, we didn't get any more fish, and the rain's heavy. Now I'm soaked and I stink. I'm going home, sort my gear out, and I want to have a bath and a beer. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and all the best for your new year 2024. Hope everything goes well and tight lines all round. Until the next time, thanks for watching. See you later.